Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Méchet, where we're still in October and we've the bale collector on because I forgot to do a job last episode. I forgot to collect the bales off the alfalfa fields. I did collect them off the one we were sowing with down here with oilseed radish. We got them in alright, but we didn't do the other ones. So we're going to go and do that. We've a list of work. The reason I decided to stay in this month, we've a list of work to do. I had to do a to-do list to keep on top of it. We have so much, and let me just have a quick look because I forget something if I don't, because there was so much stuff. Right, to collect the bales, we get the stones off the two fields that we ploughed last month, our two fields. Lime on the grass field, definitely. Maybe on some of the other fields. I don't know what this one here is like. Let's check this one as well. It's okay. It's just the other one is red completely. It's not showing any lime, the small little one. I'm going to mulch the alfalfa field up at the snail farm. I want to see does it make any difference over the one that's not been done. We are actually going to put oilseed radish into that. That's the next thing on the list, to get the oilseed radish into possibly 3 fields. I think it is 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. The two that we're going to just pick the stones on, and the one up here at the snail farm. Of course, then we're going to have to spread slurry manure, and we're going to see is everything okay with the greenhouse for the lettuce. Do we need to put another one down? If we do, it'll purely be distributed to the snail houses anyway. It won't be for sale, if you know what I mean. It's just literally to supplement the one that's there, so it'll just be a very basic one. We're not looking to put down anything overly expensive or massive or big, or we just want something to make sure we're getting enough lettuce in the snail house. That's all. And of course, I'm sure we'll find other stuff we can get up to. I was had hinted that I was going to move on through this month and the next month, and I don't know what month we're bringing you back in, but there's so much work to be done. There's no point in skipping over it and not doing it. So we're just going to work away at what we have, and yeah, we'll also send the other tractor when it's idle off on a few contracts or whatever. We'll keep that end of it flowing in ever so slowly. There's no real high money end ones anyway. Now, I did also toy with the idea of buying another field. What I would probably do, because I looked at the fields up here, that actually has, I think it's that one has winter wheat in it or whatever. There is crops growing in them already up here. And then I was thinking, do I need another field up here? How am I going to get that one in the corner? Look at it. How'd that end up in there? Okay, I can't remember because I obviously was responsible for it, but I've done so much since that I've forgotten. We should be able to get it. Yeah, it should pick it up, and then we go back up. I always think when I look at the texture of this, there's just grass that's on the ground and that's it. But I suppose alfalfa would be I suppose you could say in a way it's a form of grass. So we get them back down to the farm. I had brought the feed up here with the mulcher on it just to have it in place, so I didn't have to drive up when I start doing the episode. And when I got here, I went, bales on the field. Then I went and looked at the sheep farm, and the bales are on the field up at the sheep farm as well. That's because I was distracted by having to get the grass work done, getting the meadows in the pastures baled, and one of them had to be cut and the other one had to be baled. The other two had to be baled, tethered and windrowed and bayed to make the hay in them. But I think at the moment, with what we're getting off this now, we're going to be well set for feed anyway for the time being. Whoa, brake's not working. I don't know what happened there. I have my hand on I had my finger on the trigger for the brake, and it just wasn't slowing down. And we were going uphill. It wasn't like we were heading down the big steep hill or anything. So what have we got? I never even checked to see how many there was up here before I came up. So we've what? 12, 13, 14. So that's what we're at. We're literally just taking care of stuff. The bales up on the other farm, I'm going to actually put them in the sheep enclosure up there. I'll have to find some way of stacking them and leaving them there. I have other bales up there which I just threw in there, brought them up with the little forklift. Struggled to get them up there and I just dropped them inside the door. That was from the last time. So what we're going to do, we're going to mulch this field. I just want to see what it does when I mulch it. Does it give a stay at all? It's not actually mulching it. I was curious. I was wondering would it actually mulch it, and I half thought, you know what, it's not going to mulch it at all. So that kind of answered my question. I couldn't do this down at the other farm because this is the only alfalfa field we have left. Turn the engine off instead of lifting it. Get it right. I'm not playing this game now. Okay, so that can't be mulched. That's okay. That answered my question. The only way I could do it was to come up here and actually do it. So I'm going to grab the John Deere and I'm going to go and deal with this. What I'm actually going to do, I'm going to go straight to the sheep farm. I'll see if I got somewhere there I can unload these bales up at the sheep farm and leave them up there for the feed up there, even though I'm sure we're probably going to have enough anyway. Yeah, the area I wanted to put the greenhouse, I'll just do it while I'm here. Let's jump into construction and we'll go down where the greenhouse. Very basic. Maybe the next one up. 16,000 or 18,000. That's very small as well. But that's all we need. Like what? I just want to see what size that was. It's a 36,000 size. Okay. Yeah, it'll fit there. That's why I was thinking of just putting one on that piece of land. I was actually only expecting probably the smallest one, but we'll just keep it uniform. Just keep the same, just to keep it uniform. And keep the appearance. No point in putting a really small one down there. Yeah, fields. Just got to run through this with you before we start doing the work. Did I not collect that contract? I obviously didn't. Didn't know. Because it was just showing the piece on the field where I'd stopped it, where I had actually completed it with nearly a full headland to go. This one here, this is probably going to be our next target. It's 92. Like, we could always target that one. That would be big enough. 55, What's the other one? Yeah, the soil's not great in them anyway. We could always target that grass field, but that's expensive, 92. I don't think we need another grass field. Like, we could always plough it in, but it'd be nice to have the three together here. But that's kind of the plans anyway. What I'm going to do now is get these bales done. I'll lease the stone picker. I'm sure there's still stone picking contracts there. There was. I haven't checked since I came back in, since the last episode, to see what we have. We do have, yeah. So what we'll do to cover our costs, we're going to take that one. We're going to take number 7 as well. And yeah, we'll lease the stone picker then to do our own 2 fields, and we'll do the 2 of them as well. So that's a nice little bit of contract money coming in too. What to do with the stones? Do we place a production and make lime? We'll have a think about, and I will update you on that during the course of the day's work. Okay, stone picker leased, and we're doing the first of the stone picking contracts, the 2 we'd picked. I did put the Fiat ploughing, a small ploughing contract instead of it sitting idle. Same could be said, I could put the case doing tethering contracts, couldn't I? I could if I wanted. I think there was a few there. Yeah, there is loads there. Anything beside us. See, they're all fairly far away. No, I'm too busy with other stuff to take the time to load up the tether and drive to the field. We just get this done. It was on the way back up to do our 2 fields that we ploughed, that we had our silage maize in. So I just said, right, I might as well do this on the way up. At least this was nearly, 3,000 to lease this stone picker. But we need it for our own field, so the contracts will give us payback. We'll be covered off. Okay, it means you have to do them, but there's no pain without gain. Or no gain without pain. But it's not too big a field. If I was using the smaller stone picker they give you with the contract, if you take it now, I couldn't use it on my own field, but it's amazing the difference it makes, because this holds 4,000 litre capacity on it. The other one's only 2, so you end up filling the other one up so many times. This looks like it's going to fill as well, so I may have to get a small trailer down, get the stones out of it now. The only thing is, my small trailer is currently configured in a bale trailer, and I think it's up at the snail farm. Could be wrong. I haven't used it in a while. It's lying around somewhere. May have to do that. It holds 8,000 litres when you configure it. The other trailers we have, this won't tip into them, so it's a no-go. I don't know whether our man truck, even though it has sides on it, I don't think you can tip into it. Yeah, just back around. Yeah, what I was saying about putting in lime production, I'm not going to bother, because it's 30 grand for the lime production, the little building. And that's a lot of loads of lime before you get that money back. Plus you're going to get hit with production costs. So we're using the silo we have on the farm just to buy lime. That's all. It's not for buying fertiliser or seed or anything like that. It's purely just for the lime, just to save dealing with bags and crates all the time, because you go through so much of it. That's the main reason behind it. But there we go, 32% in the tank. So I'm wondering how much have we done in the field? 36, 37. We should get the field done before the tank is full. I don't know where we sell stones. I'll find out. Anyway, we'll if everything else up to speed. Anyway, the bales are in. Tidied up the sheep barn. The way there was stuff all over the place there, because I literally just dumped the bales off the field with the forklift, and I didn't put them in tidy. I just literally drove in the door. Wherever they fell, they fell. So that's all nice and neat and tidy up there now. And the other bales are all in our bale storage shed on the main farm. So if we just jump into stock check for a minute, we have a look. Like alfalfa, that's the alfalfa seed. That's going to be worth 70 grand in January. Alfalfa hay, we have 248,000 litres. Chaff, we've 275 in the bunker. Cooked snails is something else, 194,000 when they reached our peak. What else have we got in feed? Silage. We don't have many now because we've used it up. And straw, we've 700 now. Oh, we've loads of straw. Okay. Absolutely loads of straw. But I might do with the straw now is I might top off the barns and just get some of the bales out of the storage just to see how we stand then, what we have left over. Because if we were stuck for money, we could always sell some of it in the winter time at a high price and take the profit off the straw. I'm just going to cut the corner in this, so don't bother with the lines, because we're going to get it when we're doing the up and downs anyway. So yeah, stone picking now. These two contracts, the two fields we have, still time with the idea of buying that other field yet in the middle, number 57. May do it. I'll update you on it. As soon as I go up and start working up there, I'm going to start looking at money and that and start weighing it up. But to be honest, you know what? Let's stop messing about with it. 53, I said 57. 57 is a smaller one. There you go. We have it. That's nice. We've done a couple of contracts on this as well before we bought it, so we got some money out of them before they sold it to us. Yeah, instead of messing about now we're down to 23, but we've plenty of stuff there to sell. We still have some of the cheese and that we can sell off, because the next best price for that is in a year's time nearly. So it would have been the start of October, so we can sell off what we have left now. That'll give us, I think there's about 20 grand's worth we can just sell off between the two lots, the goat and the dairy, the Movan Tomei cheese. So we're not broke. Yeah. That contract is going pretty well. Okay, right, I'll get these two done and I'll get up to the other one then. I'm going to have to bring down the Fiat back down, do soil sampling on that field we just bought, and more than likely have to plough it, even though I think we did do a ploughing contract on it. It'll still come up as ploughing. So it'll need the works, it'll need lime, it'll need everything done to it. So if we have the time, we'll put oilseed radish into that as well. And unless, you know what, we might just put a winter crop in. We can still put a winter crop in, just so we're not just doing all spring crops. Finished off the first stone picking contract. I brought the tractor down here to empty the stones into. There was literally 100 meters left when it was full. Now, I'd actually finished the actual contract at that stage, but I just thought I'm going to clear the field. And I thought it would all fit in, but it didn't. It was literally just a 100 metre run, not even 100 metres, say 50 metres, when it actually stopped. It was 100% full, so that's why I like this stone picker. It just gives you a little bit more. Now, I'm after leaving that in the way, didn't I? I did, yeah. Okay, we need to come over a bit. This field's a bit bigger, which is why I brought the trailer down, because I said there was no point in just going to the other fields with it and then having to move it up again, so I just picked it up and drove it the whole way down here. Lights off. Here we go. We got this one done as well. The ploughing contract's finished. I did accept the payment for it. The money's gone up a little bit. No, I'll accept the payment for this one too. Here we go. Yeah, let's see, where does stone sell anyway on this map? Right down the end. Here we go. Buying station. Oh, it's right beside us. It's two places. There's only one that can sell them to. Okay. It's a buying station, a selling station. So it's only 161. I think it's just over there. It's just over there. So that's grand. Once this is done, we have somewhere to get rid of them, because I don't think there's any point in placing down. Now, the only other option, I was thinking if I was going to put one down, would be the likes of these ones. Where are we? Stones, that one there. It makes cement, it doesn't make lime. Which is the one that makes lime? That's the one for food, that's one for wood products. Farm goods, that's it there. Which is that. Now, like, I could put it down. Where is our farm? Can't find our farm. We're on the flight mode on the trail. There we go. We hide at the back of the building. Nah, you know, if I could hide it away somewhere, maybe take the tree and hide it in there. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I'm not too worried. It's only lime. It's not like we're making anything else. Probably just sell them anyway. As I said, I didn't need to go off that line, and I was expecting it to have to change. Yeah, I think we'll just sell them anyway. We're not going to have that many. Yeah, working away on the stone picking contract is nearly finished. This guy was finished. I put him on our field to plough the field, and this carrow stroke cultivator requires 180 horsepower, which is what the Fiat has. So I normally stick the Amazon one on it, the smaller one, and give this a miss. But I just wanted to try it, see does it actually pull it for doing some of the contracts, you know. I don't really want to upgrade the tractors. I want to keep them. Well, for the foreseeable future at the moment. I didn't close that gate the last time. The cows escaped. Now they're still there. They never do escape. Should have closed it. I normally do. I'm trying to get... I had the habit of when I was doing Lady Hill, leaving every gate in the farm open because there was so many on the map. And I'd kind of get into the habit even when I was on other maps that had lots of gates on them. I just want to get into the habit of actually closing them. Right. Let's see how he does. Reckon it'll be alright. We're only leasing this. We must buy it. Must buy one of them. It's just, I know, you know, what I'm actually thinking is, I went in and had a look. I had to be in there. I'm thinking of getting something different, lights of this or something like this, because I'm using the same, you know, we've tendency to go and use the same stuff time and time again, even the lights of one of these, but these are only 4 meters. But you know what I mean? Like just to try something different, even move up to something like this. 6 meters, 300 horsepower. That's the problem. That one there, 7.5, and it requires 190. The K-brand one. So maybe we'll try something like that. I want to try something different. It seems to be going okay anyway. Yeah, seagulls are back, so we leave him there. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure it would work okay, because I was still using I could sell the Amazon one I have, and probably have enough money for that one I was looking at. Where's it gone? That one there. Requires 190 horsepower. 50 grand. No, we'll get 23 for the Amazon cultivator we have, which is, no, not 23. It was 24 is the price. We get about 13, I think. But like, that's only 4 meters. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll try something else. Like, granted, I'd love to be able to run with the Vertistad and that, but it's 300 horsepower. You can guarantee with the hills in this map you'd need 400. So down the road. No, that seems to be working okay. Okay, just want to update you on that. Just want to... you know what I'm going to do while you're here then? Where is this one? We're going to send that to the shop. View on map. Reset. Well, what I'll do, I'll repair it next time I'm down there and repaint it and sell it. And yeah, we'll get rid of it and we'll see, does the money go anyway towards buying this one. So just wanted to see what this run, and it does on the Fiat, thankfully. So we're grand. We can do cultivation contracts using this and the Fiat tractor. Them 2 stone picking contracts are both done. I'm going to collect on them. And also one of the, I already collected one, and one of the cultivation contracts is done. Yeah, I know the place is just over there for selling the stones. That's it through the trees. But I did mention about doing the build project, which is in the town. It took me ages to find it. There it is. I should have just looked for the number. The only number there was. So visit it. It's just boarded up. It needs to be developed. It's a sell place. I don't know whether it's a buy place as well. It's not expensive to buy. 3,522. Right, we're going to buy that. Okay, there we go. We bought it. Now, it'll tell us what we need to deliver. Cement, bags, long planks, wood beams, and cement bricks. Now, can we buy all of that in the warehouse? Or do we do something with the stones? Just purely for... Where are we? Up here, around the corner. I could have just teleported to it, but we're now almost there. Don't go through the trees because you'll run into something you can't get by. Ah, it's further up. Not that far, just there. Warehouse. Okay. Planks. Long planks. Wood beams. Cement bags. Cement bricks. I know there is some stuff we can't get here. I know there was no butter. I was looking for butter when I was starting out, and we can't get it. It's not like you get the warehouse on other maps. Okay, so that kind of throws up. I just parked him over there. It started as he's actually switched off, and I just thought about, you know, like if we put down that production I was telling you about. We're still on it, we are. No, that's not the one, sorry. The one that does that one. It gives us, oh, that will actually do our wood beams as well. So by doing that we wouldn't have to take we wouldn't have to get the big sawmill, which I don't want to do anyway. As I was saying, if we could put that in there, is this piece of land ours? Let's say, it mightn't even be ours. Map. It is. Maybe that's the game plan. Maybe we will just be a bit, I won't say unrealistic, we're a bit less realism, or maybe we might find a mod that looks a little bit better than just that. Might cost us a bit more money, but I think that may be the way to go with this. I just want to see, these stones will hardly go into the silo for now because the trailer's full, and like instantly if we cut down those trees we have somewhere to we've some wood to put into it straight away, so that's an option. That is an option. The other thing I meant to try, since we had an update to the map, I meant to see could I sell the firewood production plant, and here just got struggled on a bit of a hill. But yeah, leave it with me. I'm going to have a look and see, is there any other options? Is there another way around it that we can just produce what we need for doing our shop, basically? Rather than, like, we're going to have to put something down anyway to do the stones anyway. Or not do the stones, to do the wood anyway. So, like, the area is, yeah, like, it's big enough. We got a decent tree there. We've a few other scraggly little bits, but it might be doable in this area just to pull it down. So I'll have to, what I'll do, I'll have a look and see is there anything there, and yeah, I'll give you an update. I'll have to do a little bit of research. Okay, I've done a little bit of research, and yeah, we can put down let's just jump in because I have them here. The improved small cement factory, it's 37, and then the sawmill as well. There's an improved version of that as well, which is 36. So that's 73 we need now. We don't have the money at the moment, but what we do have is we have cheese to sell. Goat cheese will give us some, and then the Moban Tomé will give us some as well. So we'll sell the two of them just so we'll have money there. We'll put down one anyway for now, and then we can work away with the other one. Trailer's full of stones now. I've done the two fields, which are our two fields, the new one we bought and the other one that we did silage maize in, so we should get everything out of this field into the stone picker, and we can let it rest there. I'll have a look at doing it once we get these fields done, I'll have a look at doing it. The other thing I was looking at, there is a cover crop on the map, and I was looking at maybe thinking about putting it in instead of oilseed radish, but it doesn't really give you a time scale how long it takes to grow. I don't know whether it happens in a month. I don't know whether it happens in like maybe 3 months, because you see here you got 1, 2 and 3, so that'd make it like 2 months to grow, harvesting the third month. So if we sow it now, we're going to have 2, 3, I don't know whether it's going to be ready to get out of our way when our other crops come around. More than likely will. Meadow grass, oat. Like we want to put some oat in any, because that can go into the and that can be done in March as well anyway, so that's not a problem. Spring wheat, spring barley is February. So I don't want it to interfere with the spring wheat and spring barley. So we need some of that for the snail feed mix. Now, looking at what we have in there, I don't think it's going to be a problem, because what we put in from this year's crops is still quite a substantial amount of it still left there. So it's not like it's eaten through it really, really fast. It's not really, so it might be nice. You know, I might just do one field and just see how it goes. Just give it a trial. Try it out. Let's see. I know you other than the fertilisation state, you don't get anything else from it. So, like, it's kind of the same as doing oilseed radish. So we've oilseed radish in one field. So maybe if you do another one here in oilseed radish, and then do 2 of them in the cover crop, just to see. It's the only way we're going to learn, is to actually do it. Trial and error. So yeah, gonna get this done, gonna get that cheese sold, and then I'll look at getting the cement one down so we can get the stones out of the stone picker. So just in case we get another, there is 2 more small contracts there, but I just want to get our field sorted now that this is done, and then when we move into the 3rd day of the month, if we have more time, we'll do some more contracts. But for now, I really just want to get this done. This is the whole idea behind getting the stone picker and doing the contracts, is to get the money back for the cost of leasing this, so we could have this to do our own fields. Cover crop going in this field, and I'll do the one next to it, and then do oilseed radish, and the one after that, the second of our silage maize fields, and then I will do oilseed radish up at the snail farm in the big field up there. Yeah. Yeah, I'll sell the cheese off. We'll probably get one of the productions down. We need to get rid of the stones, so maybe we'll do that one first. We'll have to remove the trees out of the way, get them to one side so they can go into the sawmill once we get it down. Then we're going to need some more wood, but we do have additional trees around our land that we could take the odd one here and there, so it won't look bare. We take one tree out and do it that way rather than cutting down the whole lot of them. Kind of want to do it close by too. I don't want to be driving the length of the map just to transport like 1,000 litres worth of wood. Yeah, let's see. I want to see what it says now. Does it say a cover crop? It shouldn't say needs rolling, but let's see what it actually says. Needs rolling. I spoke too soon. Anyway, there you go. On the last field, I'd say the radish gone in up here. Everything's gone pretty okay. Oh, I didn't move over this guy to the next field. Let's move him over. Just as unusual that the cover crop needs rolling and the other ones don't. So, just throw it in here and get back to our sowing. Yeah, here we go. Off they go again. Yeah, I didn't, what you call it, I didn't do any more contracts or anything since. I've been looking at, we've loads of slurry and manure, and I don't know whether if I put a worker on a contract to do, say, a fertilising contract with the manure spreader and put it to pull from the, say, the main cow barn. Say do it with slurry, does that work? I'm going to actually try it. I'm going to give it a go. There's plenty of contracts out there. I assume it would work on a contract the same way it does when you have them on your own field. But we'll give it a brief try, because I don't want it to be costing me money, if you know what I mean. But we'll know by the amount in the slurry spreader. If it starts to go down straight away, we'll know, well, then they're going to start costing us money, or the money starts to go down straight away. We'll know. So we'll keep an eye. We'll try that. I'd like to know, does it actually take away from your slurry stored in your barns doing a contract? I've never tried it, so going to try that one out, see what happens. After that, then we've gone through our to-do list, apart from the possibility of putting in a greenhouse, but I think we've knocked that on the head for now, because if we're going to put down the cement production to use up those stones before we send the stone picker back, we'll need to get that down first so we can empty it and we can empty the trailer. So I think that's what we'll try that first anyway. We'll see, can we clear the area and get that down. So I'll finish off this last one and get this back to the yard, and then we'll have a look at getting that cement production down so we can literally just produce what we need to build the shop. That's it, nothing else. It's just going to do whatever we need for the shop. And once that's done, then we'll get rid of them. We're not doing timber products, we're not doing cement products. It's literally to do that constructible shop that's in the village. Okay, that's all the cover crops in the field, and we're just going to try this with this. It's the smallest field. It's right beside us. It's just across the bridge over there, just the other side of the little stream. I've set it up to pull from the dairy barn. I just want to see, where is our bridge across? Is this it here? This is it here. Okay, now we might be on, we're not on assist. Tom might have been on my one, but we're not. Okay, let's see what he does. He won't go. Come on, go, drive. Probably too small. No, you're not going to do it. Okay, let's do it ourselves. Pull on that. Okay, and now let's go back. Now I might have to try a different field. This one may be just too small. Look, we'll just do this one ourselves. Then we'll find another one close by. I'm trying not to go too far away. We on? We're on. I'm just curious. I've never actually put a worker on a contract pulling from a barn. Because I know we can't. I know they do it on your own land, all right. But it was literally just to give it a whirl and try it out and just see. Now I know some of you probably know the answer already. It's just I haven't tried it. I've been doing slurry and manure all right, but never really tried it on a contract. And that's the only reason. I just wanted to see how it actually works, or will it actually work Oh, there's a track in the other side of that fence. Oh yeah, there is. I know what field it is now. See, this is where I wouldn't be able to do this now if we had the red tape mod installed, because number one, we're beside the water, and number two, you can't spread slurry in between October and or September and I think it's January. It'd be nice now if the red tape mod you could disable, say, some of the schemes or some of the things on it, rather than it's either disable them all or don't disable them, if you know what I mean. You can turn the tax on and off separate. You can turn, there's a couple of things you can do separately on it. 99 and we're finished. Okay, let's see. Is there another field around somewhere close by that we can try this out? Field number 30 is right beside it. Yeah, I think we're meant to go around. I don't know where there's a way through down here. Close your eyes. Looks like there's a gap. There is a gap. Aha. I thought there was going to be a big ditch here. We have a gap. Now, let's try it, see will it work this time. He's not going to go. He is going to go. Okay. Let's see. If it's working okay and pulling from the barn, we should still have 16.268 once it starts. It should maintain the quantity that's in the spreader. That's good to know, because it means, yeah, there we go. That means we can get rid of the slurry when we have too much of an excess in our own say slurry tank on the attached to the barn. So it means we can do that. The other thing, I haven't been using the fattening barn, but there isn't slurry attached to it now. I can put down an edible trigger one and do it that way. Probably will once I start using that barn. We're not really using it at the moment. So anyway, that answers my question. At least I know I can use my own slurry and do it this way rather than letting it build up, and then we've done what we could in our own fields and then we too much left over. So at least we can use it instead of buying solid fertiliser to do fertilising contracts. So another bit of useless information. And cleared the area. I lost the tree. The big tree I cut down, I moved it. I don't know where it's gone. I cleared it anyway, and we have our cement production. We should be able to empty these in here. There we go. Yeah. It takes wood chip for some reason as well. What does it do with wood chip? Because I have wood chip. Yeah, turn that super strength off. I was just moving the stuff that I couldn't get out of the way. I managed then just to delete it all with the lumberjack mod. Okay, wood chips creates. Oh, so I can use it to create. Okay, so I could throw the wood chips in here if I wanted as well. Now there's not a lot in it, 8,000 litres of stones, and there's a bit left in there. I was actually expecting more. So this is going to be a long drawn out process, getting the shop done. Now what do we need in the shop? I need to go and have a look, because I just glanced at it and I can't remember. Here we go. Is this? We need cement bags and cement bricks. 2,000 of each. Okay, let's go back. I did start a hoeing contract. Cement bags and cement bricks. That's all we need out of this for now. So we go cement bricks and cement bags. We'll activate it. We got something anyway. You know, it's a start now. What's happening? I put this fella on my own field to spread. It is going down, yeah. He still hasn't used the ball that's in the actual. Let's see, what reading are we getting? Perfect. It's telling us it's 100. Okay. We know this needs lime anyway. I never thought of doing lime on this field, because this is the one I'll do before I put the crop in anyway. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get my truck is here. I'm going to get these couple of pallets loaded up and sell them so we have something in the bank before we move forward. I haven't got the super strength on now. That's why when you bump into something, you're going to lose. They're liftable pallets, but you have to go slowly with them. Not try run like I am. How close are we to another pallet? We're not. We're a bit away. And this is... It's not out of milk. Maybe I didn't turn it back on to do the butter. Or did I? I haven't got the warning for the butter now in a while. So I think it is on. It is, yes, distributing it. I have it on 150%. Now, if I put this down to 100, the other one's on 150 as well. If I put it down to 100, I start getting the warning. That's what it is. I start getting the warning. I'm just testing the ground to see how much it's falling short of keeping the snail production provided. And that's why I'm thinking of buying the main dairy, because it'll produce the butter. Now, the other side to that is we can produce the butter from the goat milk as well. Hold on, have I got that turned on in there? I haven't, no. Let's activate that, then let's change this back to 100%. Maybe that's the way, I never thought of that. Maybe that's the way I was getting our 300%. Now, is the other one on? I moved this one up and I didn't move it back. Okay, we'll bring this back to 100. There's no goat milk in this one, so that's not activated because it's too far away. I was trying to find out how much we're falling short with keeping the cooked snails provided, and I turned that up to 300 because this wasn't producing anything at all until I brought the butter up here, or not the butter up here, the ordinary milk up here in the tanker and put it in. And then it still came up, and that's why I upped it to 150 to see. But I never thought of putting the goat milk to produce butter and distribute it. So that's how we're going to solve that problem. So maybe we don't need to buy the other dairy. Maybe when we're getting full production in the goats, because it's not full of milk producing goats, if you know at the moment. Well, I mean at the moment, they're still too young. But that's going to eventually get to the point where they are producing the was 122 or whatever it is that's in it, will be producing all of them will be producing goat milk, and then it's just a case of me moving it over and putting it in the dairy. Give me from erratic driving, but I know I crash this van more than I crash anything else because it just goes so quick. So what I'm going to do is we're going to call it there for this episode. We got everything achieved we wanted to achieve. As I said, all I'm doing now is just making sure there's only one pallet in there, that's all. Because I moved it over. Likewise, it's a liftable pallet. Why did I don't run? These have to go to two separate places. Is there another one here? There is, yeah. Well, that's us covered anyway for moving forward to the next day with interest and stuff like that. And I'll work away and do some more contracts. That's the only reason I decided to do the hoeing contract, because I know we're tight on money now because I put down the production. I got to empty the stone picker now and send it back as well before I get charged overnight. Put that in there. Drop it. If we look in here, aged goat cheese, we'll get about 5,000 for what we have, because there's a percentage of it isn't there. No, not 5,000. We'll get about 16, maybe a bit less than 16,000 for that. And for this, we will get about 12, maybe a bit less. No, maybe less, maybe 9. We'll get for what we have on the truck. So that's going to cover our expenses anyway as we move forward. So, yeah, another very productive day. We spent one day again in October doing all the work we did from getting collecting the bales, stone picking, lime on the fields, now manure on the fields as well. We tried mulching alfalfa. That doesn't work. It just gets ploughed in when you cultivate or whatever. That's all. There's no nothing to be gained by mulching anyway. And we know the silage, or not the silage, the slurry and manure work on contracts, no problem. That, like, a lot of people probably knew that before. I didn't do it before, so that was a learning process for me. And let's not forget, we bought field number 53 over there, which is going to be an additional crop next year. So very productive. All our cover crops are all in. We're not done in October yet. We don't have any more work to do on the farm, so what I might do is just do a couple of contracts to make sure we're covered off. I'll see when I sell the products I have, how much we have in the bank, and I might do a couple of contracts just to make sure we have the money there to pay the loan and property charges and production costs and everything else before we move forward into the next month. So once again, thanks for joining me on Méchet, episode number 19. They seem to be flying by. I just spend so much time on this map when I'm doing episodes because I really enjoy it. Everything about it. It's just a lovely map to drive around and working on the fields and everything. It's just I know working on fields is the same everywhere, but when you're taking in the scenery as well and the layout and everything else, it really is a nice map to spend time on. So until next time, all that's left for me to do is say goodbye for now until then, and please hit that like and